Welcome everyone to July's Poetry Slam. Give yourselves a snap to warm those little fingers up. We got a lot of good poems to read today. I am ready to get back into it. First on up today, we have the delightful duo. We have James Adamson, and he will be reading some work by Brittany Fox.
Things a little bit fresher. I've been turning my free flow poetry into rhyming poetry, like rhyme and rhythm kind of. This one used to be called All the Faces. Now it's called All the Faces number 2. All my poems are the glory of God and to go with love.
Amen.
Thanks. When you freeze something in place, you set it free. The face of a woman in a tuft of a flower on a tree. All the faces in a church on the columns and woodwork. When you have something to say, you're stopped by a cork. When something in the world is implicit, it is. Aliens from other planets perpetually whiz and whiz. An elephant was walking along the street a block away. Someone swimming in molten lava is here to stay. A child was conceived by semen and an ovum. Static electricity a kilometer long during a storm. When will it end? When will it begin? The courage in everyone to stop needing certainty on the chin. The substance of the soul can be destroyed. It's not like an animal's, it's not to be toyed. It's destroyed when you can't believe it's there, when you can't see beyond worldly power or your gear. The power to deal out words when you have something to say is the power to yell in a hurricane a summer day. Even if you didn't exist and then you did, to God you will have always existed, no matter how you hid. Life is only hope, even if all your food is on a silver platter, and a puny little man believes he matters. How is that so at all in any possible universe? Who knows where he gets that idea, that biblical verse? The night sky should teach him oh so completely different, yet all he sees is a glorious marvel without monthly rent. His significance is in the face of insignificance, and that's all that compels him, that's all his stance. A man might faint away if his wife becomes pregnant, yet his life is full of wonder, a magnifying glass and an ant. All we have is our own imaginations. His child will live such glorifications. Hope and forgiveness trump all other kinds of thought. Essence flies free and returns without being bought. A child stands amidst a lawn where robins land. His mind conceives of evil while swinging stick his only hand. They fly as suddenly as they landed. He laughs because they never actually threatened. How greatly the world leaves and arrives. All the same time, a mind maybe contrives. With people we don't know what we have, much less when they're gone, even if they behave. Everyone I've lost I walk by every day. Do I miss them or am I crazy with what to say? I never learned more than when I failed Spanish class. I still only have my mother tongue and gas. What a gas. It's an education of language that way around. Some might say I'm no longer possibly sound. There was a future denied me, taken away. A world whirling around me, a beautiful day. Life is a hurricane of birds. Life is dramatic and incredible. Frozen in the heart of a child. The passion, the laughter, the fantastical. That's that one. And this one I took a break from trying to write by rhyming and stuff. It's called Alarm Clocks Proliferating. Leaving, going, getting out of bed are also artificial. I'm pretty sure I know what I'm thinking. At the same time afterwards, it couldn't have gone any different. I don't wake up at the break of dawn. I don't necessarily eat when I'm hungry. Schedules never seem convenient for me. Forests are leveled. The ozone is being depleted. Icebergs are shrinking. Animals are going extinct. And alarm clocks are proliferating. Nothing is going my way. Love is my only direction as I wait with bated breath. Every step isn't my legs, it's in throwing my torso forward. stilted and comical I move forward in life. I seem sometimes to arrive, yet that is all coincidence and predictable, and unpredictable. But it has its own something, a force that can't be denied. The clouds on a beautiful summer day, the thin line of all blue sky, the conspiracy of cards and roadways, digging a hole in the ground like it's progress. Carrying bicycles seems noble while it's an obvious sign of theft. I work for a less painful deathbed, hoping to have some place of significance. It only has the substance of a possible heaven. Maybe my name will show up on someone's computer as if good fortune is a matter of chance. Waste of time seems very real. It could be blown away in a stiff breeze. It's not competition. It's not competition. I'm just trying to be myself. It's good to see others try as well. Life goes by like a beautiful summer day. The slightest provocation of rain, the radio broadcasts and the constant appearances of blue patches. When something breaks easily enough, maybe it was fake. It's scary that could happen to your day, hanging on the edge of your seat in a bored kind of way. There's a need to laugh when you have no choice. Sometimes it becomes joy. Keeping your mind open to anything. Try not to be alone too much. The world has many different metaphors. The greatest knowledge is that we don't know where it came from. And this one is another rhyming one. It's called Pillows. Water is one of the greatest pillows, the forest, the meadows, the green, the willows. As much as you work and toil, there is no lie that cannot foil. Entertainment is another important part. Music, writing, painting, architecture, my art. Mask can be a softening of the blow, while lies some seem to see you grow. There is an irony of the man on the seashore. He is human yet unknown of ambiguous lore. He uses a cane and wears a hat, style and fashion and clothes. How about a mat? There are countless tiny pictures of pillows, microscopic mushrooms, rows upon rows. Taste buds, in reality, are a distraction. No one wants a rest that's nothing but a retraction. Technology is like a rabbit's hole. So much time in learning from our role. The astronaut only has a visor, the power of man into air a miser. Being rich seduces us into taking credit. All kinds of perspectives, they claim their gift. From a tiny ant to the center of the universe, people are deceived that money is averse. The Bible offers a reality for all. People place judgment in their hands their fall. Can the reality of love and forgiveness be called a pillow when it is truthfulness? A hyena ferociously positions itself against another, as if achievement for mankind is against another. Being strengthened isn't a kind of rest, neither is an effort to be the best. It is found in discovering who we are, while it is clear to say contrition is in compare. How absurd it is to love this person or that leaves room for the devil to point to a cat. A cheetah is caught running to the camera. The meal it chases is more than era to era. Mankind means most have never killed a chicken. Now obesity is in adults and in children. Sometimes healthcare is a pillow for the head. Sometimes it's more dire while in bed. There is no change that everything is opinion. Cats, dogs, turtles, and birds have pinions. One thing will always welcome and not become another. It is not for anyone to control a brother. Whether scanned and x-rayed and analyzed, it is only in love and freedom hate is disguised. We can be fooled to institutionalize. To take away freedom is always lies. Comfort and pleasure are the concern, while control and patience can really burn. Inside a door there is no freedom. There is no purpose, world, or personal kingdom. The smiles seem lacking of conviction. We must fight to make sure it's not eviction. a roof over our head, and moments of peace. Let's try to substantiate rent or lease. Worrying about a place to live can ruin every moment, take, share, or give. It's a give and take over and behind the scene, a bug on a windshield, yet a human being. Peace is never going to be permanent. We can see hate coming and we still have rent. There's such a thing as a teddy bear picnic. It's a good world, here comes St. Nick. Everyone should really know love. At least there's parameters, a message from above. She's doing two today. This one's called Untitled. Having me read two of them here. Burrowing me down is my remorse, my anguish, and my depletion. Grounding me are my built-in perceptions of the gravitational forces that bind my ability to attract and subtract my emotions. Ravishing me is the hunger for justice and the sacredity of thy reflection. Punish me are the magnificent waves of periodic affection and the whiplash from the dreaded wind. Penetrating me is the distance between a mind at peace. Eroding me are the cockroaches time has left in my mind. Jinxing me are the cracks in the cement and the chance of rolling snake eyes. Deceiving me are the doubts laid in place by the antagonizing percent. Patronizing me is regurgitation of faith of thy enemy. Constricting me are the chemical imbalances of the ill contortion of the law. Comforting me is the measure of gratitude that one is capable of expressing. Confining me is not the only weight of the words I have not found, but the silence, the negative space. Slandering me are the misconceptions history cannot erase. Replenishing me is the beauty my eyes behold, and the rhythm of the drum that I march to. Flattering me are the facts about being a scientific discovery, but segregating me from the majority are the knots in my subconscious and the tangibility of my timeline. This one's called The Ugly Duckling. I feel like I can't wake up from something, and it's that of the melancholy of being an orphan. I'm perpetually homesick, dysphoric, reckless, and confused, as I'm slowly finding out how much abandonment leaves its residue. And because I'm walking with this amount of enigma that I didn't choose, I can feel the friction of life as I am lost without a muse. I am standing under the wrong umbrella of miscues. I'm searching for clues while trying to become enthused about entering a world where the good are abused. And I've been excused from my family views and what is important. As of now, my heart is still suffering from malabsorption because of the proportion of the suppression that I feel, which equates to the weight of the world. I'll have you know that the house that I'm living in ain't made of brick, it's made of pain. You'll know that from the very moment you step forth on my terrain. I'd be the first to stomp on a million paper cranes. I am an ugly duckling until I learn the circumference of my last name.
Next on up, we have Robert St. Germain. Come on up.
Germain.
Woo, woo, woo.
Okay, I have two poems to share. This first one's called Recovery. So here we go, Recovery. You may wait till you're getting old, but one day the truth will be there to behold. You may struggle every day, one day you will find your way. Clouds are dark and all around, what was lost will soon be found. It's always hard to get over things. There will be power and the joy that it brings. It takes great patience to move ahead. Instead of quitting, you can fight instead. There are ones who try and pick out your eyes, but you don't have to lay down and die. The future is there for you to take. Have some hope, for it's not too late. Okay. This house is called The Devil's Wings. Okay. It's called The Devil's Wings. I am flying with the devil's wings. I feel the power that they bring. I'm rising from the pit of hell. I'm above the place there where I fell. Now no one can bring me down. there's a new day to be found. You might point the finger at me, but you will not stop me from being free. You may like what I believe. I don't need your reprieve. If you don't like me, I don't care. At least I try and treat you fair. Thunder is the beating of my heart. You can't tear my life apart.
Next up for our poetry slam, we have the lovely and talented Cassandra. Come on up, read us your gorgeous words.
Okay, I'm Cassandra, and I have a few poems for you. The first one is called Rain. The flowers blush after having been caught naked in the rain. Trees dripping wet release a floral scent into the fresh air. Everywhere a vibrant green soothes the soul and pleases the eye. Downpour after downpour cleanses the world again and again. In between, the sun shines and the sky is fair, a clear sky and a clear mind. Fat clouds divest themselves of the heavy water they carry, releasing it upon the earth, leaving it cool, moist, and full of magic dancing fairies. Dryads bathe in the showers and drink the water so that their trees might be strong and beautiful under the sun. Thunder and lightning can be soothing while you are safe inside, even though it makes some people want to run and hide. The crops draw nourishment from the rain and soil. Forest fires are put out and drought is foiled. Raindrops so lovely and soft, dew on the plants and rainbows in the sky. Watching the birds fly as the air clears, washing away worries and fears. The world seems born anew, overcast but lightly perfumed. Rain might be the most miraculous thing we ever see, coming down from the clouds to renew everything. Without rain, cultures are broken. Ceremonies are conducted to bring it down and to fulfill our need all around. Okay. First one, thank you. The second one is called Raven. Midnight black, a raven perches upon a grave. The sky is overcast, a gentle rain with sunny breaks. An eerie but peaceful sight, a molten golden light. A spirit reaches out of death to witness the life it has been severed from. A dream that suggests that life and death are not opposites but connected. Even if only by a thread, we are surrounded by energy that recreates itself. The witching hour approaches and the spirit is restless, haunting the graveyard and looking for a way back to the living. Unfinished business to settle, a part of the universe full of roaming souls, trying to reach neither heaven nor hell, but to return to who they once were. Disembodied, they exist by sheer will. Invisible to most, they sometimes appear, causing curiosity, wonder, and fear. Raven, do you know which one has risen and walks the earth? Does their spirit call to you, at last or from the first? The barrier that separates life from death is thin at certain places and at certain times. Around the world, we celebrate festivals of the dead, believing they are watching over us for good or for bad. Excuse me. Death is tragic and the grieving are sad, but many of us believe in something more, that identity persists even when the body no longer exists. Like the raven, we can communicate with the dead. Thank you. And this last one is called Trauma. Drowning in an ocean of regret, I have not recovered from it yet. The wrong turns I took, somehow I got off the hook. But it's disturbing, haunts me in my dreams. I came so close to fates worse than death, and the triggers are worse than they seem. A traumatic memory retention, and your support is an intervention. I shrink from the future, I am afraid of the unknown, but your love is where my soul finds a home. Chances I took out of desperation when I was young, brave, and dumb, looking for someone to share my life, but none of my attempts yielded lifelong bonds. Every path I took was wrong. Or maybe it just feels that way. I guess something doesn't have to last forever to matter. Honestly, I'm not sure what to say. Did those friendships mean anything in retrospect? Yes, I suppose they did, but I still ended up alone. I found contentment in books, in journals, in obscure movies, in affairs doomed to fail. But I lived with as much passion as I could, even when things were bad. These comforts made it good. There was a time when I thought I had lost everything, and there was no more point in living. I held no grudges, I was still forgiving. I didn't think I had the strength to start over, as if from the beginning. Yet I received new blessings to inspire me, and my tears made me evergreen. Thank you.
Yes, I guess.
All right, well, last up for our Poetry Slam today, we have Andrew. Come on up.
I only have one poem prepared. There's a bit of repetition because these are actually lyrics for a song, so there's like a chorus. But I'll just read it all. It's called Angels and Analytics. Gain some skills, pay the bills. Hone your craft, your art. ATMs and dollar store tills, Silicon Valley and Walmart. I gave $2 to a bum in a suit, I'm discounting the future. You capitalist pig, you shovel, you dig, I'm paying my dues 6 feet under. Fresh warm breeze in April, patio furniture, summer nights. Remembering things on my grocery list, I'm checking off my troubles and plight. Got a half a pack of smokes on the dashboard, don't know where to go, I open the door and it's closed. Hoarding my thoughts and memories, a chaotic mess in a filing cabinet. I'm a soldier and it's in the past, I can't remember where I'm at. Take it out in a storage bin, take it out of the closet, shine it up and run it down. I'm also an international diplomat. Fresh warm breeze in April, patio furniture, summer nights. Remembering things on my grocery list, I'm checking off my troubles and plight. Hoarding my thoughts and memories, put it in a bin and send it away. Put your troubles on my shoulders and forget it was yesterday. Hoarding my thoughts and memories, a chaotic mess, filing cabinet. Take it to a storage bin, shine it up and run it down. Shine it up and run it down. I forget, 10 days go on, the calendars burn, time marches on. Hoarding my thoughts and memories, a chaotic mess at night. Another midnight goes by and the time has come to fight. Fresh warm breeze in April, patio furniture, summer night. Remembering things on my grocery list, I'm checking off my troubles and plight. I got a half a pack of smokes on the dashboard, I'm wearing my sunglasses at night. Half a pack of smokes on the dashboard, holding my thoughts and memories away.
Nice.
Whoa.
Thanks, guys.
And raise your hands. Thank you so much, and thank you everyone for sharing. And if you didn't share today, thank you so much for being here too. You're still contributing to the Poetry Slam. Give yourself those snaps and claps, and we will see you next week.